What's up, Muscle and Strength? Chris Bumstead here at New Body Dimensions Gym in Ottawa. Gonna be hitting a chest day. Not sure if we're going heavy or light right now. It's one of those ones where I walk in and you gotta kind of feel it out, but we're gonna push hard regardless and try and get a good pump. So I always like starting off chest day with a fly, and I used to kind of do it really light just as a warm-up, but recently I switched it up and actually started turning it into like a working set. I have 2 or 3 working sets where I really push it. It's kind of like a pre-exhaust, but it's not really enough to actually tire you out to really affect any other heavy compound movements afterwards. It just really gets the muscles, the blood flowing through and gets your body primed, ready to go. And my favorite thing to do when I start with flies is I start at the highest point. So you're doing kind of like a push down, a little bit of decline one. And every single set, I lower it a little bit. So you're kind of hitting every single angle just to warm it up. Increase the weights a little bit as I go along too. And you're really just getting a warm up in every single plane and you're ready to go. When I'm doing flies too, you'll notice most people, nothing wrong with either way of doing this, most people have a staggered foot position where they have one foot in front of the other. Personally, I like to have them actually lined up beside each other. It just creates any slight imbalance, because as soon as your hips are turned, your whole body can be kind of turned. So if this shoulder's farther back, this is obviously over exaggerated, but if this shoulder's back here, you can tell it's a lot different angle hitting on it. Not only that, but because you have a little bit less of a base, it doesn't allow you to kind of push off that back leg and really swing into the rep. You have to really focus on balancing, keeping your body still, and only using your pecs to contract the muscle. I think everything in this world is what you make of it. If you have tight muscles, bad form, anything you do can be bad. Maybe bench is a bad rep because you can move more weight and there's more stress on smaller joints in your upper body, obviously, than heavier movements with your lower body. I've never had a problem benching any injuries. Everyone I know with really good chest and really good benches with good form, I've never had any injuries in shoulders or anything like that. As long as you don't really think when you're benching to like this is not contracting your pecs. So this movement right here, we're like retracting scapula and letting it fall forward. You don't want to do that. You want to keep press back completely. Stop your elbows from moving in any direction. If you're going to do a flared elbow press, keep it secure, do a little bit less weight, but with good form, just suck it up and bench press. This is one of those sets where you put on a heavy EDM tune and you gotta wait for the drop. I've learned one thing from traveling around, seeing bodybuilders, coaches, going to shows. The only people that you see who don't start off with great genetics, perfect muscle building and all that, who actually really like put on size, thickness, and actually get that like hard, grainy, like big look, only come from the people that you see at some point in the year moving some serious weight and pushing through some reps. No machines constantly, 4 sets of 12, that kind of bullshit. All I see is guys moving heavy weight, crushing sets, and seems to be the only thing that truly works. It's only 120 pounds, but it makes it look ridiculous. It's funny, it actually kind of helps, because I find sometimes the best way to hit your pecs on a dumbbell incline is to take the dumbbells and slightly turn them in a little bit as you do it. So if you're holding it above you, let your thumb kind of drop in. And because these are so damn big and heavy, even just the weight alone is kind of causing it to pull in a little bit. I find it actually gives me a better contraction. I would like to, at some point in my workout, do superset, drop set, some kind of thing that's just gonna flood the muscle with a lot of blood. And now I'm gonna do a fly and a press superset. So pec deck, it's just always been my favorite kind of fly machine. It just keeps everything so straight, so put together. I can really focus on just squeezing my pecs at the end of the rep. So we're gonna pre-exhaust with this, and then we're gonna move on to a hammer strength chest press machine and just pump it out. One thing I've always noticed with just about every single style of decline, hammer strength, press machine, if you're automatically gonna roll your shoulders like this, because no one's really that flexible. So when you're doing a machine like this, don't worry about the stretch so much of the movement. Just focus on the final point, the lockout, and just really keep the rep short and really contract the muscle. That's all we do for chest day. I used to be that guy who came in and would train chest for like an hour and a half, like training chest for an hour and a half. I'd do like 8 exercises and just like not be able to move the next day, be cramping up at night and just destroyed for a while. And I literally learned, if I know in my head that I'm gonna do that many exercises, I cut it down to maybe like 4 or 5 and a little bit less sets. I mentally push through the sets a lot harder, so I get better sets in less time, less volume, working harder, moving a little bit more weight. And I've noticed a lot more success, a lot more growth in all aspects of my body from training like that. So that's a wrap on chest day. Hope you guys liked the video. Be sure to subscribe below.